I start these messages always asking that I am a channel and a vessel of the light. And what's coming through today is about alignment, attunement of who we are as sexual beings, as physical beings, and who we believe ourselves to be as spiritual beings. And there can often be a hidden belief, even if it's not conscious in our mind, a hidden belief that there is a separation, that somehow we need to merge who we are as a spiritual being with some form of our physicality, especially our sexuality. That rift is often the place where a lot of us get hung up. We have shadow relationship with our sexuality. Either it's repressed, or at times it can overwhelm us. What is being asked of us right now is to shine a light into the shadow of our relationship with sex. This isn't a moral thing. There is no right way to do this. But I would guess that each of you know what this message means for you and your relationship with sex. It's a time, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, where there's a lot more night, darkness. It's the perfect time to be reflective, to assess with kindness and compassion. What is our relationship with our bodies? These bodies that are the bridge. These bodies that for many of us, maybe we feel we do have a connection to guides, to source, to spirit. And sometimes we forget that this body is the radio antenna to pick up that signal. So our relationship with it is quite important, that we honor what our bodies need. So that could mean that we need some fasting. We need to clear. It could mean that we need more rest. And certainly it could mean that our relationship with the flow of our sexual energy wants some realignment. That vital, raw life force energy for most of us has been distorted, has been the place where the last place we hide, because it's the first place that we hid. That our bodies and our desires were something that we felt shame about, mostly unconsciously. And so to embrace our bodies, our desires, as sacred, as holy, as whole, as right, that act for many of us can be the final thing that we need to be fully in alignment with giving our gifts and in the flow with the Creator. There is a balance point of sexual freedom that connects us to the divine, free of shame, free of distortions, free of compulsions. Tune in, make it a daily practice even, to tune into your body for 10 minutes, like a meditation, feeling into the sensations in your body. giving yourself loving, sensual touch that may or may not become sexual, but is one of care. For so many of us, the only pleasure that we give ourselves is those moments when we are sexually engaged. So where else can you receive pleasure in your life? Can you give it to yourself through kind, loving touch? Tune into the sensations of your body and ask your own body, what do I need to know about my relationship to sex? What has been hidden? What's been repressed? What's been the area that I haven't wanted to look at? And then start looking in that area with love, with self-compassion. There's nothing outside of the love of the divine. Everything, everyone, every aspect of who and what you are, what you've done, what you're doing or not doing, it's all loved. So can you love every aspect of yourself while not sweeping it under the rug and pretending that you love yourself when there's parts that are hidden? Pull everything out. Pull everything out into the light. Because the pains, the things that we hide, the things we hide from ourselves, are direct points of retrieving energy, lost energy, false beliefs about ourselves, especially around our sexuality, is a point of reclaiming power and sovereignty. There's nothing that has control over you. It only can if there are aspects of yourself that are hidden. Like this little guy was hidden behind me. He just wants some attention. It's the same with the things that are in our shadows, especially around sex and sexuality. So the final thing that I will leave you with is a practice for understanding what needs may not be getting met in your relationship with sexuality. So you can write about what you are getting out of your current relationship and or behaviors or lack of behaviors with sex. What are you getting out of repressing? What are you getting out of compulsive behaviors? For many of us, it is a sense of safety, a sense of not being seen or holding back our energy because it doesn't feel safe in some way. Or it can be a sense of excitement. What are you getting out of your relationship with sex right now and the patterns that you have? When you discover what you're getting out of unwanted patterns, then you can start to find other ways to give that to yourself. If it's a fear of being seen, repression of the energy, how can you create safety and show yourself that it is safe to be full of yourself, to be bright? If it is a desire for connection and love, how can you give yourself that and or find it in other places, in other relationships? I'll leave it here. Until next time, so much love.